Have you ever wondered why your sleep has become lighter and more fragile as you get older? Even if you try to go to bed early, avoid coffee, and turn off the lights ahead of time. Do you still find yourself waking up in the middle of the night or feeling groggy the next morning? If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. According to statistics from the United States National Institutes of Health, more than 50% of people over the age of 60 have difficulty maintaining deep, restful sleep. What's more concerning is that most of the causes come from seemingly harmless daily habits that we unknowingly maintain. In today's video, we will explore 6 common mistakes that many older adults make, which quietly damage the quality of their sleep and their overall health. These mistakes not only leave you feeling tired during the day, but they can also slowly affect your memory, immune system, heart health, and emotional well-being. The good news is, you do not need sleeping pills or a complete lifestyle overhaul. Just a few small and timely adjustments can make a huge difference. So do not click away, because the simplest solution might be hidden in the small details we often overlook. Mistake 1. Eating too close to bedtime. Many of us are in this habit of enjoying a light snack before bed. It might be a piece of cake, a few slices of fruit, a glass of milk, or even a small glass of wine to help us fall asleep. It sounds harmless, even comforting. But few people know that eating too close to bedtime is one of the silent culprits behind sleep disturbances, especially for older adults. As we reach middle and old age, our bodies no longer process food as quickly or efficiently as they did in our youth. The digestive system slows down, the stomach takes longer to work, and our ability to convert food into energy becomes less effective. When you eat a late dinner or have a snack just before bed, your body stays busy digesting instead of entering a state of rest. This directly disrupts the sleep cycle, especially the deep sleep and REM stages, which are critical for brain and body recovery. Additionally, going to bed with a full stomach increases the risk of acid reflux. This condition can wake you up in the middle of the night with a burning sensation in your chest or discomfort in your throat. Even foods that seem healthy, such as tomatoes, citrus fruits, chocolate, or fried items, are major triggers for reflux. Alcohol and coffee make things even worse. Both affect the central nervous system and interfere with the release of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. A study published in a Harvard Medical School journal showed that older adults who ate within 2 hours of going to bed had nearly a 40% higher risk of insomnia compared to those who finished their meals earlier. What's important to note is that you don't need to eat a large meal to experience negative effects. Even a small but inappropriate snack, such as a glass of sweetened condensed milk or a cookie, can raise insulin levels and keep your blood sugar elevated throughout the night. This not only affects your sleep, but also increases your long-term risk of diabetes and metabolic disorders. So, what is the solution? Try to eat dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you feel hungry later in the evening, choose something light and easy to digest that contains tryptophan or magnesium, such as a slice of ripe banana, a few almonds, or a piece of whole grain bread with nut butter. These foods not only ease hunger, but also support the production of serotonin and melatonin, which help the body relax and prepare for sleep. Additionally, avoid drinking large amounts of water right before bed. Too much water increases the chances of waking up to use the bathroom at night, interrupting deep sleep. Instead, aim to stay hydrated steadily from morning to afternoon and drink only a small amount in the evening if necessary. Coffee and strong tea are also things to watch out for, even if you've been used to them for years. Your body may become more sensitive to caffeine over time. Caffeine can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours, meaning if you drink coffee at 2 p.m., it could still affect your sleep at 10 p.m. If sleep is something you struggle with, stopping caffeine after lunchtime could be a small but powerful change. Remember, good sleep starts at the dining table. A simple adjustment in your meal timing and food choices at the end of the day can be the first step toward regaining the deep sleep you deserve at this stage of life. You don't need to change everything overnight, but start with one small action. Maybe eat dinner a bit earlier today, or switch your evening snack to something more sleep-friendly. Your body will thank you for it. Mistake 2, an unsuitable sleep environment. Have you ever felt that even when you go to bed on time, turn off your phone and try to rest, Sleep still does not come, or perhaps you do fall asleep, but then wake up in the middle of the night for no clear reason. This might not have anything to do with what you ate or drank, but rather with the space where you sleep each night. Many older adults do not realize that the sleep environment, including lighting, temperature, noise, mattress, and pillows, can have a powerful impact on sleep quality. Sleep is not just a physical function, it is also a response that depends on feeling safe, quiet, and relaxed in the surrounding space. When you enter a room with soft lighting, a pleasant scent, and a comfortable temperature, your body can more easily shift into a restful state. On the other hand, if the room is too bright, too hot, or too cold, has even minor noise, or has uncomfortable bedding, your body stays in a state of light alertness. This makes it harder to fall into deep sleep and makes you more likely to wake up. A study from Harvard Medical School found that even small light sources from night lights or electronic screens in the room can reduce melatonin production at night. This slows down the body's natural transition into sleep. Room temperature is a crucial factor that often goes unnoticed. During sleep, the body needs to slightly lower its temperature to support cellular repair. If your bedroom is too hot, you may toss and turn, sweat, or wake up multiple times throughout the night. The ideal sleep temperature is usually between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius. If you don't use air conditioning, a gentle fan and breathable bedding can still help create a more comfortable atmosphere. On the other hand, if the room is too cold, your body will contract to stay warm, causing muscle tension and making it hard to relax. Finding the right temperature balance is a key step to improving your sleep. Light is another invisible enemy of sleep. Many people leave on night lights, have bright alarm clocks, or do not use blackout curtains. But even small light sources can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This delays melatonin production and keeps you from getting sleepy at the right time. To fix this, you can use dark curtains, wear a sleep mask, or simply turn off all light-emitting devices. If you need a nightlight for safety, choose one with red or warm yellow light. These colors are less disruptive to sleep than white or blue light. Noise, even soft noise, can have long-term effects. Sounds like ticking clocks. Cars passing outside, noisy air conditioners, or even a humming refrigerator can prevent your brain from fully relaxing. Many people may not wake up completely, but their sleep becomes fragmented and shallow. As a result, they feel tired the next morning. Simple solutions like wearing earplugs, using a white noise machine, or playing soft meditation music can mask these noises and create a more calming atmosphere. Another overlooked factor is the quality of your mattress and pillows. If you often wake up with a sore back, stiff neck, or shoulder pain, it might not be because of aging. It could be because your mattress is old or no longer suits your body. A good mattress supports the natural curve of your spine, not too firm and not too soft. Your pillow should match your sleeping position. If you sleep on your side, a thicker pillow can keep your neck aligned with your spine. If you sleep on your back, a low and soft pillow is better. Feeling comfortable when you lie down is essential for your body to enter deep sleep. An unsuitable sleep environment may not cause problems immediately, but over time, it silently lowers your sleep quality. For older adults, this can lead to chronic fatigue, poor concentration, and even memory decline. The good news is that you do not need to remodel your entire bedroom. Just a few small changes, such as reducing light, controlling temperature, eliminating noise, and selecting better bedding can make a big difference within just a few days. Mistake 3. Using screens before bed. There is one habit that seems small, but is ruining the sleep of millions of older adults every night. It is the use of bright screen devices right before bedtime. You may think that checking a few news headlines on your phone, scrolling through social media, or watching your favorite movie in the evening is a relaxing way to unwind after a long day. But in reality, it is not so relaxing for your brain. Devices like smartphones, tablets, televisions, and computers emit blue light, a type of light with wavelengths similar to daylight. When your eyes are exposed to this light at night, the brain becomes confused and reduces the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps your body relax and feel sleepy. For older adults, The natural production of melatonin already decreases with age. When blue light from screens interferes with this process, sleep not only comes later, but also becomes more fragmented and shallow. You may go to bed at 10 p.m., but because melatonin was not released at the right time, you might not feel truly sleepy until midnight. As a result, your total sleep time shrinks, your recovery phase is disrupted, and you wake up feeling tired, even if you slept for 7 or 8 hours. In addition to the light, the content you consume also plays a big role. News full of drama, fast-paced movies, or emotionally intense stories can stimulate the central nervous system and make it hard for you to unwind, even when you turn off your device and lie down. Your brain may still be highly active and unable to transition into rest mode. Some studies have shown that just 30 minutes of screen exposure in the evening can delay melatonin release by up to 1.5 hours. If this happens night after night, you may find yourself struggling to fall asleep even if you turn off the lights and stay in bed. Interestingly, not all screens affect sleep in the same way. The distance between the device and your eyes matters. Holding a phone or tablet close to your face has a much stronger impact than watching TV from across the room. However, because mobile phones are the most commonly used devices and are often used right before bed, they are currently the biggest threat to the sleep of older adults. This is especially true when you use your phone in a dark room, as the bright light shining directly into your eyes can seriously confuse your brain's sense of time. The good news is this habit is easy to change. You do not need to completely give up your electronic devices. Just set a clear limit, for example. No phone, tablet, or television use for at least 1 hour before bedtime. Instead, you can choose activities that help your body and mind relax, such as reading a paper book, listening to soft music, soaking your feet in warm water, or simply chatting with a loved one. These activities not only reduce artificial light exposure, but also soothe the nervous system, creating the ideal conditions for natural sleep to begin. Another way to reduce the impact of screens is to activate the blue light filter or night mode on your electronic devices. You can also wear blue light blocking glasses if you must use a screen in the evening. While these measures cannot replace limiting screen time, they still offer some protection for your eyes and help reduce disruptions to your body's internal clock. A good night's sleep does not start when you close your eyes. It starts with how you prepare for it. When you make the effort to turn off the digital world earlier each evening, your body learns to respond to darkness again. This helps reset your biological clock and brings you back to your natural sleep rhythm, something that everybody, at every age, still deeply needs. Mistake 4. An inconsistent sleep schedule. One of the hidden reasons why many older adults struggle to sleep well, no matter how many changes they make, is the lack of a consistent sleep schedule. When we are younger, most of us are forced to go to bed and wake up at fixed times because of work, family, or school obligations. But after retirement, without the pressure of a daily routine, many people allow themselves to sleep whenever they feel tired and wake up whenever they feel rested. One night, they go to bed at 9 p.m. Another night, they stay up until midnight watching TV. Some mornings, they wake up at 6 a.m., but on others, they sleep until 9 a.m. This might seem harmless, even like a well-deserved freedom in old age, but in reality, it disrupts your internal body clock. The human body has a central clock called the circadian rhythm, or internal biological clock. This clock coordinates many essential life functions, including the sleep-wake cycle, body temperature, hormone levels, hunger, and alertness throughout the day. When you keep a regular sleep and wake time, your body knows exactly when to release melatonin to help you fall asleep, and when to increase cortisol to help you feel awake. But when your sleep schedule changes constantly, your body loses its rhythm. As a result, you may lie in bed for a long time without falling asleep, or wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to return to sleep. In older adults, the circadian rhythm becomes more sensitive than in younger years. Even small changes in bedtime can lead to poor sleep throughout the night. In fact, many studies show that an irregular sleep schedule increases the risk of depression, high blood pressure, obesity, and cognitive decline in the elderly. A study from Harvard University found that people who kept consistent sleep and wake times fell asleep faster, slept more deeply, and were less likely to wake up at night even if their total hours of sleep were the same as those with irregular sleep patterns. The key point here is not just how long you sleep, but when you sleep, sleeping from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m., even if it totals 8 hours, does not offer the same restorative effect as sleeping from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That is because your body is programmed to follow natural light. When it gets dark, your body produces melatonin. When it gets light, your body starts to wake up. If you constantly reverse this natural cycle, your body no longer knows when it should rest and when it should be active. The result is that you feel tired during the day, less alert, and unable to sleep well at night. This change is not difficult to make. You do not have to do anything extreme. Just start by choosing a reasonable bedtime and wake-up time and stick to them. Even on weekends. If you usually go to bed at 10 p.m., try to keep that schedule every night. Do not sleep in too much the next morning, even if you had a rough night. This strengthens your body's sleep signals and rebuilds what is called sleep pressure, the natural urge to sleep that builds up the longer you stay awake. This pressure typically peaks after 16 to 18 hours of being awake, so if you nap too long during the day or wake up too late, that pressure weakens, and you may not feel sleepy at the right time in the evening. Also, light plays a very important role in resetting your sleep schedule. Try to get natural light exposure within the first 2 hours of waking up, ideally between 7 and 9 a.m. Just sitting near a window or taking a 15 to 30-minute walk outside is enough to tell your body this is daytime. Likewise, reducing bright light during the hour before bed helps your brain start producing melatonin on time. Instead of using overhead lights, switch to soft, warm-colored lamps. Reduce the brightness of electronic devices, and choose gentle evening activities like reading, massaging your hands or feet, or practicing relaxing breathing. If you are struggling with irregular sleep, try building a simple sleep schedule and stick with it for 1 to 2 weeks. It may be a little hard at first, but your body will quickly adjust. The stability and timing will help you fall asleep more easily, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling lighter even without an alarm clock. That is a gift you can give yourself, a peaceful and consistent sleep routine every day. Mistake 5. Ignoring sleep disorders. There is a common belief among many older adults that sleeping less, sleeping lightly, or waking up many times during the night is just a normal part of aging. I'm old now, so this kind of sleep is expected. This statement may sound reasonable, but in reality, it can cause you to overlook serious warning signs about your health. Some sleep disorders not only cause daytime fatigue but also quietly damage your heart, memory, mental well-being, and even your life expectancy. What makes this dangerous is that most people do not recognize the problem or they ignore it, thinking it is nothing to worry about. One of the most common but often overlooked sleep disorders is sleep apnea. This is a condition where a person temporarily stops breathing multiple times during sleep, usually because the airway becomes blocked. Many people do not know they have it because they cannot hear their own loud snoring, gasping, or interrupted breathing. But if you often wake up with a dry mouth, mild headaches, a feeling like you never slept deeply, or if a family member tells you that you snore loudly and sometimes stop breathing for a few seconds, it is time to take it seriously. Sleep apnea not only causes chronic fatigue, but it also increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and dementia in older adults. Another disorder that is often underestimated is chronic insomnia. Many people think that a few sleepless nights are not a big deal, but if you frequently have trouble falling asleep, wake up during the night and cannot go back to sleep, or wake up too early even though you are still tired, you may be dealing with long-term insomnia. Insomnia does not just leave you feeling sluggish during the day. It directly weakens your immune system, raises inflammation levels in your body, causes anxiety and depression, and even speeds up brain aging. According to a study from the National Institutes of Health, people over 60 who suffer from chronic insomnia have more than twice the risk of depression and cognitive decline compared to those who sleep well. Another condition that is often misunderstood is restless leg syndrome. Have you ever felt a strange discomfort in your legs in the evening, like itching, crawling, tingling, or an urge to move your legs constantly just to feel relief? That is not simply tired legs. It could be a neurological disorder that makes it hard to relax and fall asleep. Many people live with these symptoms for years without knowing it is a treatable condition. If left unaddressed, it prevents the body from entering deep sleep, leading to fatigue, muscle pain, and a serious drop in quality of life over time. What makes sleep disorders more dangerous is that they are often dismissed or mistaken for normal signs of aging. When you tell yourself, "I'm just old, so poor sleep is natural," you miss the chance to take early action and prevent more serious consequences. Untreated sleep disorders do not just leave you tired. They increase your risk of accidents due to drowsiness, nighttime falls, or silent depression that goes unnoticed for years. The encouraging news is that most sleep disorders can be managed or treated if detected early. Sleep apnea can be treated with a CPAP machine or simple breathing aids. Chronic insomnia can often be improved with cognitive behavioral therapy for sleep, a method that has been widely studied and recommended by major medical organizations. Restless leg syndrome may be eased with iron supplements, lifestyle changes, and in some cases, prescribed medication. Most importantly, you need to listen to your body and speak openly with your doctor about things that may seem minor, like snoring, trouble falling asleep, waking in the middle of the night, or constant tiredness. These symptoms are your body's way of signaling an internal issue. By asking questions, seeking help, and staying informed, you are not only improving your sleep, but also protecting your memory, your heart, and your long-term well-being during this important stage of life. Mistake 6. Napping too long or too late. Taking a nap has long been seen as a pleasant, even necessary habit for many older adults. After a busy morning, a short nap at midday can help restore energy, reduce stress, and relax tired muscles. However, if you've ever had trouble falling asleep at night after a long afternoon nap, then your napping habit might be having the opposite effect. Napping itself is not bad, but sleeping too long or too late in the day can disrupt your natural rhythm and reduce your body's sleep pressure, making it harder to fall asleep at night. There is a natural process in the body called sleep pressure. It refers to the gradual buildup of sleepiness the longer you stay awake. From the moment you wake up in the morning, this pressure starts increasing. The longer you stay awake, the stronger the urge to sleep becomes. By the evening, it helps you fall into a deep sleep. But if you nap too long, for example, an hour or more, that pressure is released too early. Then, when nighttime comes, you no longer feel naturally sleepy. The result is tossing and turning at bedtime, struggling to fall asleep, and waking up tired the next morning. This can lead to a cycle: poor sleep at night, tiredness during the day, long naps to catch up, and then more poor sleep the next night. Napping too late, especially after 3 p.m., also throws off your body's internal clock. There is a natural dip in energy in the early afternoon, between 1 and 3 p.m., which is the ideal time to take a quick nap of about 20 to 30 minutes. But if you nap at 4 or 5 p.m., your body may think you are starting a full sleep cycle. This delays the release of melatonin in the evening. You may find yourself wide awake at midnight, unable to fall asleep even if you have an early schedule the next morning. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that older adults who napped for more than 1 hour each day had significantly higher rates of insomnia and poorer nighttime sleep compared to those who took short, well-timed naps. They also had a higher risk of depression and cognitive decline because their night sleep became fragmented and shallow. So how should you nap correctly? Think of a nap as a supportive tool, not as an extension of your main night sleep. The ideal nap should last about 20 to 30 minutes, just enough to calm the brain without entering deep sleep. If you enter deep sleep and get woken up suddenly, you may feel groggy and disoriented, a state known as sleep inertia. You will feel worse than if you had not napped at all. Also, try not to nap in your bed. Choose a recliner or sofa instead. Sit slightly upright and avoid using heavy blankets. This tells your body that it's just a short rest, not a full night's sleep. The space should have some light and be moderately cool. Avoid dark or overly quiet environments, as they may push you into deeper sleep than intended. If you find yourself needing a nap every day due to extreme fatigue, it may be a sign that you are not sleeping well at night. That's a sign you need to assess your overall sleep quality. Instead of relying on naps to make up for the lack, And if you don't feel the need to nap, but remain alert throughout the day, there's no need to force yourself to nap just because older people are supposed to rest in the afternoon. Let your daytime nap be a purposeful choice. A small, well-timed action can have a big positive impact, but without control. It can silently disrupt your entire natural sleep cycle. If you've stayed with me until now, then congratulations. Simply taking the time to listen to your body and learn how to improve your sleep is already a big step forward in your journey to better health. You may have realized that sometimes. The most familiar and ordinary things like your bedtime, the light in your room, your phone before bed, or a long afternoon nap can quietly shape the quality of your life each day. You don't need to change everything all at once. Sometimes, just starting with one small thing like having dinner earlier, putting your phone away before bed, or going to sleep at the same time every night is enough to create a big difference. When you sleep better, you will feel more clear-headed, lighter in your body, and every morning becomes a hopeful beginning instead of a tired struggle. Sleep is not just a time of rest. It is when your body heals, recovers, and prepares for a better tomorrow. Whether you're facing insomnia, waking up often at night, or simply not feeling refreshed in the morning, believe that it can be changed, and that change doesn't come from somewhere far away. It starts with you, from the small decisions you make today to give yourself the restful sleep you truly deserve. So begin with something simple. Maybe it's setting a more regular bedtime. Maybe it's leaving your phone outside the bedroom tonight. Or maybe it's talking to your doctor if you suspect there's a sleep issue you've been ignoring. Every step matters, because when you take care of your sleep, you are taking care of your heart, your memory, and your long-term health. Wishing you strength, peace, and deep, fulfilling sleep not by luck, but because you've understood and chosen a better way to care for your body. If you found today's sharing helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future videos. Are you struggling with a sleep problem, or have you tried any of these habits and found them helpful? Please leave a comment below and share with me. I am always happy to listen to your health journey.